going through the steps again, table height, mid-thigh. I determined with the side glides that, let's take a look. So you guys can see it, right? You can see how that tucks in, that end feel? That just stops, right? It's pretty easy to see. So from here, I determined I want to do the right side, 45-degree angle, opening up to the side I'm thrusting through. Okay. So I take my stabilization hand here, and I make a window for his ear. Okay. And I turn that over, and so I have good command over his head. And that's what you want out of your stabilization hand. Then the thrusting hand, flat palm, avoiding his ear, and if you're going to go on his ear, compress it a little. Try not to catch it like this. Okay. So compress, get somewhere along your second MCP ear to go right on the occiput. Now keep in mind, if you have women with fine hair or even men with longer hair, if you're going to slide a little bit. So start up a little higher, knowing that you're going to slide down just a bit. The problem people make is that they'll start really low on the occiput, and then once they go through all the motions, they're now on C1, C2. So flat hand, flat palm, okay, and take them back to neutral. From here, side bend, side glide, keeping the crown of the head in neutral, segmental PA, and then I introduce rotation. So right there, that's his crisp barrier. So if I manipulate, that's going to be where it's at. And look how close he is to his neutral position. It's not way over here. So that's what I meant by the adverse effects, right? We're not pushing through tension through tense ligaments. So side bend, side glide, segmental PA, and then rotation. This one is rotating, and this one is tucking in. So it's 50-50 on this one. You okay if we try? Now those oscillations, just to see where that barrier is. I feel okay? Any pain?
No.
A little euphoric? He's one of those sensitive people we were talking about. So now he can go to sleep and we can carry on.
My jaw can actually relax.
So you had tension in your jaw before? Tell me about the headache. Still present?
No.
Now keep in mind, sometimes these things take a little time to subside. But now let's go and reassess. We did the side glides, right? And you all could kind of see his limitations. So here's that left side, which was good. Okay. So now he's got that little spring to it, where before it was kind of like, you could just see it hit a wall. So we broke past that barrier. Now if I still feel tension, now this is where end feel comes in, right? I'm doing that again, and it's still not as clean as his other side, but it bounces now. So it's no longer a hard barrier, which is joint. It's now a little firm springy, so now I got to clear up the soft tissue, right? So that's going to be how you can kind of go through that. So that crisp barrier is what you're looking for. And the key thing is when you're assessing, don't be like jabbing with your fingers, right? Like this and that. You always want to go flat palm when you're assessing it. And just to show you guys, everybody put your hand here, okay? And now just raise your whole hand off and push with your finger. And you can feel that amount of pressure, right? Now keep that pressure and then put your whole hand on it. It dissipates that force and people no longer feel that pinpoint pressure. So if I'm trying to assess side glides and I don't want his guarding to negatively affect my testing, and I want good information, I can go flat-handed and he won't respond the same way and he'll be a lot more relaxed.